So our today's agenda is we're gonna see the conditional statement. So guys, where we are using conditional statements. First, suppose if you wake up early in the morning and you thought I am hungry, I'll eat breakfast. Right? This is a condition, right? You wake up and you are thinking that yeah, I am hungry and I'll eat breakfast. So right now I'm just putting here only one condition, right? So that is means if there is a scenario to put condition somewhere, there we use this conditional statements, right? So if I want to go there, I'll reach there, I'll do that. If I'll not reach there, I'll do this, right? So at that condition, if whenever there is a condition occur, at that time we have to use this conditional statement. So there are multiple types in the conditional statements. We're gonna see with the help of further slides. Now let's move ahead with if statement first. So the first type of statement is known as if statement. So what is meant by if statement? So Python relies on indentation, white spaces at the beginning of the line. Don't worry, I'll just gonna explain that. To define a scope of code, other programming language often use curly braces for this purpose. So when we studied function, let me open my whiteboard. So guys, I think I have covered that indentation part when we studied function def of my, right? Here, if I need to write some code inside this function, I need to put indentation over here. I need to give some spaces, white spaces in the beginning, right? So if I put white spaces in the beginning, suppose I need to write print of x, right? So this indentation means that this print text is inside this function, right? So this is known as indentation. Same, we need to follow the same indentation in our conditional statement as well. So if there is a if statement, so the syntax for if statement is if, then here we need to write a condition and then colon. So here we need to write condition. So condition could be anything: a greater than 5, b greater less than 5, a greater than equal to 5, and anything, any condition you can write over here in front of if. Then after that you need to hit colon, and here you have to write any statement. Suppose if a is greater than b, I'll gonna print that a is greater than b, right? So this is a condition. Now the important part is indentation. So in PyCharm, if I put, where is my PyCharm? Let me create a new file for you. So for why we alone new Python file, guys, keep in mind, do not give a reserved keyword as a file name for, or, and, while, if, right? So right now what I'll give, if else underscore, if elif underscore else, right? So now we are going to learn if statements. Suppose if I have assigned a is equal to 3 first, right? And here I'm writing condition if a is less than 3, then here, see, if I put enter over here, just like functions, I'm the PyCharm is getting automatic indentation, right? If I write print here, hi, I'll get an error. Let's run this program. See, I'm getting error that expected indented block. So what is my indented block is here in PyCharm, only one space also work. In not in PyCharm, in every in Python, one space of the indentation is also work. And here always we use tab, right? So here in PyCharm and another IDE, the tab is not just a tab where you can see in Word or somewhere else. Here, if I put tab, my cursor will go 4 spaces. It will enter 4 spaces, right? Same over here. If you're not writing any indentation, you can just put enter. The PyCharm will take the indentation part. Now let's focus on this now. If statement. Indentation is done. Let's focus on if statement. So here I have assigned a equal to 3. A is less than 3, right? And here I'm printing that a is less than 3, right? And here I'm entering. See, now I'm writing at the front, means below if. So this statement will not be inside if statement. So it is below if statement. So here I am outside of if, right? If I run it, see, I'm outside of if, because keep in mind, guys, this condition, this if condition, right? Whatever I'm writing this condition, my interpreter will go inside this when and when this condition will get true. That you need to keep in mind, that my interpreter will go inside this if statement when and when my condition hits true, right? Here a is less than 3. Is it true or false? It is false, and hence I am getting this particular line which is getting printed, that I am outside of if. If I have changed this, change it to 2, right? And if I run this, I'll get both statements. First, what Python cursor will go, okay, a equal to 2 means there will be memory allocated with 2101 will be the ID, right? Here, is 2 is less than 3? Yes, condition is true inside this if statement. Now a is less than 3 will get printed. See, we are getting a is less than 3. And then after this line, the interpreter come outside of this if and it will print the next line name as print I am outside of if, right? So this is known as if statement, which is the first conditional statement in our Python. Same here, this is the syntax if conditional statement. Here we have to assign a statement, and then this is a second statement. Now let's move towards another condition named as if else statement. So first we have seen if statement. Now what is if else statement work? Let's take an example. I leave my house if it is, see, I leave my house if it is cloudy, I'll bring umbrella. Otherwise, I'll bring sunglasses. So I am specifying exact condition. Here, in this case, in the last case, I'm just giving only one condition, that if I am hungry, I'll eat breakfast. But I'm not giving another condition that if I'm not hungry, what I'll do, right? So this is if statement only. But here, in another statement, I'm giving both conditions. If it is cloudy, I'll bring umbrella. Otherwise, I'll bring sunglasses. So what is the syntax for if and else statement? Let's move ahead. Here, let me comment this part. Here, the syntax for if and else statement is same. If condition intent colon indentation, we can write statements. Let's say statement 1, and here below if I can write else, right? So here in else we do not need to write condition. You can just write colon and then hit statements 2, right? So this is a syntax for if and else statement. So we're gonna run that. Suppose I is equal to 20. I have put I equal to 20. If I is less than 15, I'll gonna print I is smaller than 15, right? Again, I'll just print for your understanding that I am in if block. Here now I'm specifying else statement. If condition is false, then what should my program print? So I'm specifying else statement as I am obviously greater, right? If it is not smaller than 20, it will be greater than 20, greater than 15, not 20, right? Because I have specified the condition I less than 15. So if condition is false, then this else block will get printed. And here I am also printing I am in else block, BOLCK block. And outside this if and else, I can just print that I am outside of if else block, right? That's it. Suppose I have run it. See, I am greater than 15. I am in else block and I am outside of if else block. Where is my pen? Oh, here. So here, let's have a look. The cursor will come over here, the interpreter. I is equal to 20. I is less than 20. It means 20 less than 15. 20 is less than 15. Is it true or false? No, it is false. So my interpreter will not go inside this if statement because this condition is false now. It will move towards else part directly. Now here I am greater than 15 will getting printed. Now the second line I'm in else block will get printed, and here after this my interpreter will move outside of this else block and this particular line will get printed with below else, right? So this is my second statement known as if else statement. So what is the third statement I have? I have if elif else statement. See guys, first we saw if statement where we can just put only one condition. Second, we saw either or. If there is a rain, I'll just bring umbrella. If otherwise, I'll just bring sunglasses, right? Here, what is the condition? I'm giving more than two conditions to my statement. Just like I'm at a restaurant. If I want a main course, I'll order paneer, right? Otherwise, if I want a starter, I'll order a soup. If both condition will get false, means if there is I don't have a mood to eat main course or starter, I'll just order snacks, right? So here it will be more specific that what I will do in this case. Let's have a look. Let me comment this part again. Let's start about if, elif, and else. Suppose here I'm taking answer from the answer variable. Input, I'm taking if you want to continue, right? Yes, yes, or no, right? And I'll just put space here. See here what I'm writing. If answer is equal to, we have saw this operator, right? It will compare whatever the string is as colon, hit enter, print that. Okay, let's continue, right? Here again, see what is the syntax for if elif and else is, first we have to write if condition, then colon, then first statement, then here elif, elif, then here we need to specify another condition, guys, right? Because this is elif block. Here I can write second statement, and if these both will get false, I have my default else block. Without condition, it will be third statement. Now we're gonna see here how to write that. Now, if the user will get output as S, it will print let's continue, right? So if I put elif, 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 answer is equal to no, right? If it is answer is no, I'm gonna print what I got. Let's say no worries, comma, thank you, right? And if this both condition will get false, I'll just print else please enter valid input, right? So let me make it this s as a small, and then we're gonna see that. Suppose let's run this program. Here it is asking me type yes or no. Okay, I want to continue yes. So it is printing this block now. So my cursor, if user write s, it will go to this print block and it will print. If I put no, let's see what happened. See, it is now getting no worries block. If I have put suppose n only, see, it is asking please enter valid input. Okay, that's fine for s and no. But what if I have given input like capital Y E S S? It is saying me please enter valid input. Is it true? No, it should be. It should my interpreter should go here and it should print that a line like that, that yes. Oh, okay, let's continue. So what should I do now? Any guesses? What should I do now?
One more condition to statement which says capital yes and small yes by using or operator.
Is someone is speaking?
Sorry, I was away from the mic.
Yeah.
So you can add one more statement into the if only by
Mm-hmm.
using small yes and capital yes with
Mm-hmm.
using or operators maybe.
Okay, that's a Chirag perspective. Anyone else want to try?
So uh, if it has a constraint of capital and small alphabet, then we can use a statement or a program that uh, upper
One.
limit, upper lower.
One more suggestion where we can like use elif statement 3 or 4 times maybe
Mm-hmm.
considering our options.
Okay, that's a one point.
Yeah.
Prior
String.
to Chirag? Who was telling?
So when string,
Yeah.
there was a string.
Okay, lower and
String
upper. You meant to
function.
say? Okay.
So we
Yes.
can mention it is case sensitive, so give proper answer.
That is the case. But what if, see, that is case sensitive that we know because we are learning Python, right? We know that, okay, we are learning Python. So here in our router also, if it is asking for yes or no, if you put capital ES, will that take output or not?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
It was taking output. So what we can do is, as per the Subin, he was telling that we can use lower and upper function, and we have seen that, guys, for the string as well, how to make that string. Getting it that nothing is impossible, I have put it as nothing is impossible, and we have learned that how to make this string as over or in lowercase. So what we did, we have just did string 1 is equal to suppose nothing is impossible, and here the simple funda is str1 dot lower. So it always convert this nothing is impossible into lower. Same here, what I can do is I can just take dot lower. It means that whatever the input, irrespective of the user will enter the input, it will automatically convert into the lowercase. Getting it? Let's try it now. If I have put suppose capital S, getting it here, right? So for your confirmation also, I'll just print answer. Oh, what is it? Process. Oh, okay. Capital P, answer, right? Let's run this program. Here, if I put capital S, see, getting is a lower S, and hence I'm getting this output, right? So this is the one type. Either, see, Chirag was saying that we can enter multiple elif part, but guys, we have to keep in mind, if we are doing multiple elif, it will increase the length of program. So the second thing is it will your program will work slow. It will allocate a more memory for it. So it is not a sign of good programmer, right? This is the one point that you can do input as a lower, as well as if you don't want to put lower here, you can do it just like answer dot lower here as well, right?
Cannot we assign multiple values to answer within the if statement which says if answer is equals to small yes and capital yes? I mean, we can use or statements if there is any way.
Yeah, because we didn't study that or and right now, no? So that's why
Okay.
I cannot tell that. right? Where is the, okay, here is the error. See, guys, so any issues in if, elif and else? Open for
Okay.
all. You can ask
Okay.
any question.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh, do we what is the command or what is the way of having a uh, nested if and else statement?
We're gonna see not command. See, what we can do is for nested, let me also, if answer is suppose, so just forget guys, I have to if I'm not putting low over here, so here what I can do is if s, right, I'll just write print, keep in mind Python is case sensitive, right? Forgive me for the spellings and all. So here this is the nested if. So if custom user will enter this s, see I'm entering capital yes, yes, it is saying me valid input. Why it is not saying this? Can anyone tell me why it is not printing this now?
Because the first statement is not true.
Obviously this should not be true. So here what I can do is, if you want to try that, you can try it first s over here, then you can just write s. You can do it. See, for this is a syntax for nested if. You can put as much if you want to put inside this if, right? This is a syntax for it. You can do any conditions, so you can put any conditions inside this. Want to shall I take one more example for if, or it's good? If else?
Yes, yes, please.
Okay, let's try one more example of if else. Suppose chalo ek easy example. I is equal to 10, right? Here I'll just put if I is equal to 10. That's my condition. Here, see who was asking Subin. Here I'll just put nested if. If again, if under if I is less than 15, I'll just write print I small I is smaller than 15, right? Here outside this if, again I'm writing if I is less than 12, I'll just print I is smaller than 12, right? So 12 2, you can write 12 2, right? Here, okay, let me think. I equal to 10, then it will be enter. It is 10 is less than 12. That's good. 10 is less than 15. Okay, that's good. Here, what I'll do, elif. Again, I'll put condition. If I is less than 13 as well, right? Here, I'll just put one more copy, paste 13. Simple example, guys. And else I can print that I is greater than 12, 13, 15, right? Or rather than this, you can just write 15, right? So any issues in this program, means just for writing, I'm gonna run it. Let's run and then I'll explain to you. So here I'm getting I is smaller than 15 and I is smaller than 12 too. But where is my pen? Here. Just have a look at the program first. I equal to 10. I is equal to 10. Okay, that's my variable. Here, if I equal to 10, is it true? This 10 equal to 10? Yes, it is true. It will go to the this block, if block. If 10 is less than 15, is it true? Yes, it is true. Hence, I'm getting this output, right? This here, I'm just using first conditional statement known as if. Inside this, again, I have put one condition name as I is less than 12. Is 10 as less than 12? Is it true? Yes, it is true. Hence, I am getting I is smaller than 12 too, right here. But guys, see, have a look. If this if statement is executed, it means that one of the statement from if, elif, and else is get executed. So my cursor will not go here or here. It will come outside of this if. Getting it? So if one of the condition of if, elif, or else get satisfied, then it will get printed and it will the cursor will come, the interpreter will come out of that block. Got it? Any issues in it?
Yeah, got it.
Okay.
Yep.
Philip, you are
Yes,
asked.
I'm good. Yes, good, good. I have a question for you. This or is this star or that key in front of us? How do you do that for all to pay to have this pound key in front of all this line?
Means I'm not sure about your question, Philip. Can you
I
just repeat
mean,
your question?
yeah, you see top here where you put this one no top this pound key, the pound key here, line 22.
Okay, here, yeah.
How do you do to have all the pound key, all this line? Yeah, that's
Okay. You
because
uncomment, right? You want to
yes,
uncomment this all.
correct, yes, because I always do one by one, but I
Yeah,
see you do that for all once. I don't know
yeah.
how you
No
do that.
worries. See, in PyCharm, you can just select it all and just hit the shortcut for those is control and /.
Okay, that's right.
Right? This is a shortcut for it.
Control and
/.
Oh yeah, thank you.
And here, always guys, again, as the Philip asked, I'll want to tell you one thing. Here, there is some of the part if we're gonna study try and exception handling and all. If you want to put indentation, what you can do is by mistake, if you write everything in a single line, suppose you have written this like this, and you need to put the indentation because this if you want inside this if, right? So what you can do is just select it all and just hit tab. If you put tab, everything will be indented automatically, right? And if you want to come back, you can just hit shift tab, just like our Excel, right? So this is the shortcuts for it. Okay, let's move ahead. Any issues in if else if?